Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Merricks Garage. Updates. The DuraBlazer is back. We are going to head over to Nick's and take a look at what he has got done, what he's still got to do, what he's bought for the build. Whole lot of cool stuff. I know you guys are going to dig it because you've been asking for it pretty much every week. I'm also going to give an update on the vinyl wrap on the truck and the U-Pol Raptor liner in the trailer. I've had those on, both of them now for, I don't know, 10 months, 6 months, something like that, but they've both been put to the test, and I'm happy to report they're holding up pretty well. So I'm gonna give you guys an update on that. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go get it, Merricks Garage. Yeah, I know it's been a long time, but we're back with the DuraBlazer. Builds are expensive and they take a long time, and often that's because you're saving up to buy stuff, which has been the case with Nick and the DuraBlazer. So when we last left it, the motor had just been dropped in, and at this point not much has changed, but it's about to start getting hot and heavy. The tires are here, the beadlocks come tomorrow, the cage is on its way, and the shock's going to be ordered here shortly, and it's going to start getting tacked back together, and we'll be off and running. So I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough. We're going to take a look at what he's done and bring everyone back up to speed because it has been a while, and I'm stoked he's back at it. Let's go take a look. When installing any diesel motor into a stock frame, there's going to be some considerable work to make sure that the frame can handle not only the additional torque, but the additional weight of the motor. So Nick went ahead and boxed the frame, reinforced it. Where the shock hoops mounted, there was some additional plating put on there, and he's done a fantastic job with the shock hoops and the reinforcement to them, and also the shock hoop tie bar that is removable when we need to get back and do some more work on the motor. But it's coming together. There's a lot of exciting stuff in store for this truck. Between this build and my build, we're going to be plenty busy over the next several months. It may look a little rough now, but everything's going to get pulled apart, cleaned, prepped, and painted before it is finally finished. And the 1-ton rear end with the truss, Nick is building a 4-link for the rear, incorporating this AAM rear end in, another 1-ton, very durable rear end out of a newer truck. And as you can see, there is not much left of the interior. That's fine. This is going to be a new truck for all intents and purposes with an old school vibe. There has to be some significant cutting to incorporate the Allison transmission into the trans tunnel, as it is quite a big girl. So the truck right now, as you're seeing it, has got about 6-inch block lift to clear it. We're going to be clearancing the floor before we drop it back down and rebuilding the trans tunnel. This Allison is nothing to mess with. For this build, Nick chose to go with the Toyo Open Countries, the 3717s. A great tire. It's going to complement this truck and its purposes really, really well. I'm psyched that my buddy is getting back at it. It has been too long. I have been reading all the comments from everyone who's saying, where's the DuraBlazer? Well, it's back. We're getting back after it. Switching gears here, let's talk about my military trailer, and specifically the U-Pol Raptor liner that I sprayed probably about 8-10 months ago. It's holding up awesome. I'm showing you here a lot of the imperfections on the side rail that have honestly come from chucking wood and things over the rail and chipping it. The overall durability is astounding. I didn't expect it to hold up this well. I have used and abused this trailer. It's carried stuff to the dump, it's moved furniture, it's gone camping, it's carried a cord of wood in it, and it still looks fine. There are some imperfections in it where it has chipped away, very small, like fingernail size sections that, like I said, were generally because I was not that careful. But I am super pleased on how this is holding up. The trailer itself has been fantastic, and with the U-Pol Raptor, I can't complain. I mean, look at it. So that's a good testimony if you ask me. Link in the description below to my Amazon store that will have all the product and everything I used. So the real testimony is going to come from how the bed itself is holding up. And as you can see, still got all the texture on it. Now, I will say this texture is rather aggressive. You can't just go slide something in that you don't want to scratch up, because it is aggressive, which makes it great in the fact that stuff doesn't slide around in the back. As you can see, I've got all the leftovers from all the wood I've been carrying. We've had a heavy winter here the last winter, so there was a lot of down trees, and correspondingly, I got a lot of firewood, which was great. And you can see it's still looking awesome. I did not have the highest expectations for the U-Pol. I knew it was good stuff, but I did not realize how strong it was going to be. I've been really impressed with it and would highly recommend it. And here is where I show you guys the true status of the K30 Blazer. It is not as perfect as it appears in my heavily edited Instagram pictures and YouTube videos. It has battle scars, it has scratches, it has dents. But that's because it is a truck that I use. It is a tool, just like a hammer. It should have character. Now, this is the side that I rolled, so you can see that there's some damage from when I rolled it, but it passes the 5-foot test, and it adds a little bit of character, if you ask me. The beauty of the wrap is it can come off rather easily and get reapplied in a different color, texture, pattern, you name it. It's really easy to change the appearance of your truck in a weekend and have a good looking truck. The wrap itself is holding up well. I didn't expect it to survive getting dragged through trees and brush and stuff like that. And most definitely didn't expect it to survive getting rolled. But as you can see, it isn't really that bad. And the problem areas that I was concerned about, the hard edges where you have to cut it around the wheel liners and things like that, they look great. There are some areas that I experimented on. The tailgate was the first piece to do. And as you can see, I've got a big bubble there, but whatever, I'm not too worried about it. It looks great, it's held up decently well. I'll probably be reapplying it the next year or so, and that's fine with me.